What's up, everybody? This is a video put out by the Trek Planner. I'll leave a link down in the description. But he found this circular structure on Google Earth and then actually went out to it. And this thing's pretty interesting, but reading the comments section on this channel after people seeing this will probably be even more interesting. In the middle of the desert, miles from anything. Sorry, I was hitting some nitrous. At first, I thought this was a Native American storehouse, but it's different from anything I've ever seen. Here's a close-up of the rocks that came off of that structure. They're different from any of the other rocks, any desert rocks I've ever seen. Here's where this thing gets interesting. Off to the right, it almost looks like stacked blocks, but that stone right in front of us, it's rounded around the outside. Now, I've been out to several of the archaeological sites, Native Americans, the cliff dwellings that are out in the American Southwest. Nothing resembles this. This is a solid 20-foot stone rounded up on the top of it. But I'll tell you what I think in a minute. I'll let you guys look at it and type your guesses in. I'm sure we got a giant shin bone and hollow tree down in the comments by now. Here's what I think. It certainly resembles the storehouses Native Americans in the area used to use. I've seen some of these, Canyon of the Ancients. But with these, you can definitely tell that they took a bunch of scattered rocks and stacked them up and made a structure. So I'm thinking this is something similar, only they just made it out of mud and it has baked out in the sun long enough that it's turned to stone. Just like you bake clay into pottery, this is baked out in the desert for hundreds of years, and as it dried out, it fractured into all these small pieces. This hole may even be a post hole. With the current conditions that are around there, I don't know where they're going to get any posts from. Probably not a lot of good timber around there, but we do know that mud can turn to stone. I think this would be much more likely than them carving it. Trek Planner that actually found it, he keeps saying, you know, it looks natural, but not quite, and then kind of second guesses a couple times. But I'm thinking that someone took the materials that were available to them, like people always do, which out here looks like mud, possibly some plant fibers mixed in there, and over time it baked into stone. But it does appear to be unique. I've seen a lot of the Southwest structures, and none of them resemble this. But if it is baked mud, that might explain the erosion a little bit, because you would have the outside would be baked before the inside was, and then if it did rain, which I know, middle of the desert, but if part of it got exposed, then it would be softer on the inside, you know? And out here, wind erosion would be much more likely, but how old would this have to be this weathered? Right here, it almost looks like a piece of bedrock that they built it on top of, but I don't know. Thought it was interesting. Let me know what you guys think.